Sup, y'all? My name is Shadow Protector 99, aka the infamous JC. But anyways, moving on. If you could not read by the title above my sexy head, I know it's a bit nappy, but still, my sexy head. You have read right, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've read wrong, that's okay. We've all made and will continue to make mistakes in this life. But the point is, this is my first ever Marvel story arc review. Yeah, I'm excited. I kept saying I'm gonna do it, this day, then this day turned into 2 days, and this 2 days turned into a week, and then this week turned into school week, and this week turned into 2 weeks, and but anyways, yeah, I finally got around to doing this stupid review. Well, it's not stupid since I'm the guy doing it, but anyways, let me take a seat and give you the gist of how I'm going to do this review and how I'm going to review it and get to the actual damn review. But anyways, let me take a seat first. Anyways, so let me give you a gist of how I'm going to do this thing. Because of my limited camera, video space, or whatever, I'm going to do these, this video is going to be divided up into 8 different parts, most likely, yeah. Because I'm going to cover the entire 7 issues of the Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Island story arc, aka saga, or whatever you want to call it. And and not only to save time, but I kind of want to get into as much detail and have as much time with each individual issue, because I want to get into as much depth and detail as I want, because I don't want to make it a super long video, because for one, I don't want to feel like I'm rushing through each issue very quickly, because I think I might miss some key points, and I don't want to spend too long on one particular issue, then I go to this issue, but then I remember I forgot something about this issue, then I have to go back, and then blah blah blah, keep explaining this component that I'm missing, whatever. Basically, I'm a horrible at like super long story arc review things. So, this is my first time I'm actually doing this thing. So I'm going to do it individually, and you're going to see 7 or maybe 8 parts, depending. Maybe I might do an overall video, but anyways. We'll get there when we get there. So yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Island saga starts with Spider-Island Part 1, which starts with issue 666 and spans all the way to Spider-Island epilogue, which is issue 673. Without further ado, let's get started with issue number 66, Spider-Island Part 1 Prologue. So, the prologue starts off with Spider-Man, swinging around New York, enjoying his life as a new as Spider-Man, basically. Because, ever since Big Time, he's basically gotten a new job, a dream job, basically. He's getting paid, he has a girlfriend, his friendship with Mary Jane is stable. What else? That's Peter Parker's life, it's going good. And his Spider-Man life is also going good, which I will get to in this issue about these points. So anyways, Spider-Man is swinging around, and basically he encounters a bank robbery. He sees 2 thieves running, thinking they're going to make it away with their looted cash. And you think they're gonna get away. But Spider-Man comes in and beats them up. Spider-Man just give him the old 1-2 punch-roo and then webs him up. And then after he does this, the two cops who were chasing the criminals come up to Spidey, and this is the first what's it called? The first thing that's kind of changed with Spider-Man. Not the first thing. I'm sorry, that's not a change basically. But anyways, the officers run up to Spider-Man and they're like, instead of greeting him with hostility as they would in other comics, they actually greet Spider-Man with props and respect. They're like, yo, Spider, that was beast, man. That was awesome, bro. I wish I had Spider powers, and then maybe we could save the police force some money. Because, we probably don't get paid, but you always taking up all, cleaning up the streets for us. But still, though, thanks anyways. We still kind of get paid, though. We just sit around doing nothing, just waiting for you. Yeah, Spider's like, oh, thanks. So, I'm super awesome. I'm Spider-Man, even though my game at the time sucks, but still, I'm awesome. And, the cops are just there talking to him, congratulating him. They gave him a freaking Gatorade to show how much I respect him. And then, Spider-Man receives a distress call from his, a distress call from a police scanner thing, a police radio, and then saying it's come from downtown, so he just zips off around the corner, and then right after he leaves, his Peter Parker's girlfriend, Carly Cooper, shows up. She's a forensic police officer, detective person. I'm not too sure, forensic police detective. Anyways, she comes in, she investigates the crime scene. And then, as she's about to inspect one of the criminals who's knocked out, one of them breaks free. And then, as he's about to get away, Carly friggin' turns on and punches him in the face with the same amount of strength Spider-Man would do to his foes. And this kind of surprises her because prior to Spider-Island, and I think it was big time. Actually, I don't think it was big time, but anyways, for some time, Carly has been developing spider-like powers because in one issue she actually touched a spoon and it kind of stuck to her finger, and I'm not too sure how she got the powers, but it doesn't really matter. She basically has Spider-Man's powers for a couple months now since big time. And for those of you who don't know who Carly Cooper is, you're probably scratching your head like, who the hell is Carly Cooper? I thought it was Mary Jane he was cool with. Basically, Carly Cooper is the new love interest for Spider-Man. And, and I just want to touch on this, that a lot of fans, have, hated Carly Cooper. They're talking trash about her, saying that she sucked. At the time, I actually liked Carly Cooper, and especially in big time. I mean, yeah, she was kind of a plain Jane, regular human type person. Not much of her personality, but that was pretty cool. I kind of liked her. Her personality was pretty good. She was strong-willed, witty, firecracker type of girl, and I think she was really nice with Peter. Oh, she even made Mary Jane jealous. But anyways, then friggin' issue 673 was when I just friggin' lost all respect for her. I mean, I can understand what she did, but it was how she went about it. And calm down, Shadow Protector. We'll get there when we get there. But anyways, yeah, Carly Cooper, love interest for this story arc. Moving on. So, after she knocks him out, we cut back to Spider-Man. We're swinging downtown, and he sees the Young Warriors. Well, not the Young Warriors. Not the New Warriors either. I think they're disbanded. So I haven't touched the Marvel comics in a bit. So I don't know. But anyways, he sees Firestar and two other young heroes fighting this super criminal. And they're having a hard time. They're gonna be like, oh no, and they're like, oh look, it's Spider-Man. Look at that lame hero. Just because he's an Avenger, doesn't mean he can do anything because he's the weakest of the Avengers anyway. He is trash. Trash, I said, he's trash. So one of the heroes. I mean, one of the two heroes. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. I just remember Firestar was there. But anyways, the heroes are having a hard time against the super criminal until Spider-Man jumped in. And you know, they're talking all trash. Oh, he's the weakest of the Avengers. He can't do jack rapola. And then Spider-Man just like freaking shuts him up by beating the criminal with ease. Because we're having a hard time. I mean, jeez, wasn't even that strong of a criminal actually. I don't remember which criminal it was. I think it was I think it was Sandman, basically. I think it was Sandman. Like, if it was Sandman, please put it down in the comments. As I think it was Sandman, and then he put the water on him. Because I remember, I read this book, I read this comic and trade. Everything else I read in through the digital Marvel app. But anyways, after he beats Sandman, or Super Criminal or whatever, he rushes down to Horizon Labs, which is another thing that's changed with Spider-Man ever since Big Time. He landed a dream job basically. He quit the Daily. He no longer works for the Daily Bugle, and he now works for this science center called Horizon Labs, which basically makes tools for the future. And he's a lead engineer there, and basically he shows off his new invention. I think it was what's it called? I forgot what it was. I think it was like a pocket dimension thing, like not Cube and Jimmy Neutron. I forgot what it was called. Basically, the whole like infinite space, anything like that. And you know, basically with this new job and this new invention, Spider-Man gets paid. And also through working with Horizon Labs these past few months, he's developed like a couple new suits, like a stealth suit, a whole bunch, like a green. Well, see, the green suit is the stealth suit. A suit that looks like Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2099's outfit. I'm not too sure what that one was, but anyways, yeah. So ever since he's worked with Horizon Labs, he's not only getting paid real well, better than the Daily Bugle, but he's also gained access into making new gadgets for his Spider-Man, and also he no longer has to change out of his outfit. He's developed he made a thing called unstable molecules, which basically dissolves over his Spider-Man outfit, so he no longer has to change and take like freaking hours, to change in and out of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. But basically things are going his way. So that's another change. So anyways, after Horizon Lab, Spider-Man goes down to he goes to the Avengers Mansion basically, and he plays poker with them for a while. And I just want to say I want to touch on this because I'm going to do a video about the New Avengers. Even though I think the New Avengers are a subpar team, subpar to like above average, I like the way how they interact with each other. They work off each other so well. Even when Brian Michael Bendis isn't writing the New Avengers, other writers can work with him well, especially Dan Sloth. He works with the New Avengers conversation pretty well. Spider-Man's giving his witty comebacks as usual. Wolverine is being Wolverine. And they're just having a good time, and it's kind of nice to see it breaks up the action from Spider-Man fighting crime, because he just has a place to hang out, play with friends, make fun of them, beat them at poker, lose to them at poker. And again, New Avengers subpar to above average team, but I like their interaction, and I'll touch on them on another video. But anyways, after the new playing poker with the New Avengers, Spider-Man goes off to train with Shang-Chi, and basically the reason why he's training with Shang-Chi because he has to develop this new fighting style if he wants to stand a chance against supervillains now, because during Big Time, I believe, it was Big Time. During Big Time, Alistair Smythe, one of Spider-Man's foes, developed these things called the Spider Slayers, which are made to not only kill Spider-Man using deadly methods, but they're also used to destroy the city. And basically there's so many Spider Slayers causing chaos and confusion whenever. It was like such a what's it called? It was so much bedlam that not even the Avengers could handle it. So basically Spider-Man went to Horizon Labs, he made this jammer thing, and what it did was it shut down the Spider Slayers. It delivered this high frequency which messed up the Spider Slayers what's it called? Sensors or whatever. It basically destroyed the sensors, and the frequency was so high it affected his spider sense that it destroyed it. So, you know, even though he saved the city, he lost his spider sense, and it's kind of been a handicap because prior to Spider-Island, he ran into a few more fights with supervillains, and he's kind of had a hard time because he relies on it. So that's why he's training with Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu, to perfect a fighting style where he doesn't necessarily where he doesn't have to rely on his spider sense to win a fight. So anyways, he's training with Shang-Chi for a while, and then all of a sudden Julia Carpenter, the new Madam Web, because I think it was Grim Hunt, the old Madam Web died because I think she sacrificed herself or something else happened in which she died. I don't remember. If you know how she died, please put it down in a comment because I love learning more about the Amazing Spider-Man. You know, But anyways, Julia Carpenter, the new younger, hipper, if I do say so myself, bit sexier. Adam Webb walks in and she's like, "Oh, you think you're so tough because you know you got some kung fu? Then try to beat me in a freaking spar." And basically, you know, she's testing Spider-Man if he can keep up with her ability to see into the future because she can block every punch Peter delivers. So after a while of training, Spider-Man is about to leave the dojo from the roof, and Madam Web comes and she basically gives him a premonition of what's gonna happen in his future, which is the very next thing what's gonna happen. And she says this big catastrophe is gonna happen, and you're gonna have a great loss, which is gonna affect you very deeply. And then Peter's like, you know what? Ever since, you know, Peter says, ever since Madam Web has died, blah, 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 my life's been going good. I don't need this whole bad premonition thing going on. And, I'll save the world on my own. And basically, if the problem comes in, I'll solve it through my methods. I don't need you predicting the future and, telling me what to do. And he just says, F you, goodbye, and he swings off. And then, you know, as he's swinging home, he gets to his apartment. You know, he's walking down and he says life is pretty good, you know. He opens the door and he sees Carly Cooper. And she basically says, Peter, we have to talk. And then Peter's like, oh shit, oh man, did I do something? Oh man, the talk, she's gonna break up with me. Oh man, please don't break up with me. Oh man, I don't wanna have to go through that one more day crap again where I have to reveal my identity, then I have to lose it again to the devil. Oh man, I want to go through that one more day crap. No, one more day. So anyways, she didn't break up with him, you know. She basically just revealed, jumps up on the ceiling, and then Peter's like shocked, and then he's like, oh my goodness, this must have been through that time when I stepped up our relationship to the next level. Holding hands. Oh no, she gained spider powers because we hold hands. Ooh. But yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't through holding hands. You learn. I'll tell you how she got the powers, but you know, in the next part. But anyways, And as she's thinking on ceiling, we transition back to Julia Carpenter, and then Shang-Chi's like, basically, you think Spider-Man's gonna be ready for the catastrophe? And then he's like, and she responds with, basically, I think she said she's not sure, but he's gonna have to use all his abilities as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man to succeed today. And basically, we cut to a final panel in which we have a group of New Yorkers discovering that they have spider-like powers the same as Spider-Man, and they're swinging through New York using organic webs, you know, shooting through their actual wrists. So basically, with that concludes issue 666, the prologue. So overall, I thought this was a pretty good issue. It introduced, gave a glimpse of Peter Parker's life, how it's been going since Big Time. You know, it's been going on pretty good, actually. Kind of nice to see Peter having it easy for once, because, this was the calm before the storm. And, Peter, has had it easy, but when Spider-Island kicks in, he kind of doesn't get a break. But anyways, nice to see Peter, acting all goofy, giving his, witty humor. We get to see a lot of good conversations, interaction between him and the heroes, and between his Horizon Lab co-workers. And again, I love whenever he's interacting with the new Avengers, because they have very humorous conversations, whatnot. And it's kind of nice to see Spider-Man actually gaining some new abilities, because when I think about it, Spider-Man powers don't really evolve at this point. I mean, he's always had spider sense, but now he's kind of learning Kung Fu, and that's interesting. But, yeah, again, good issue. The art was not done by Humberto Romero, who, again, a lot of fans say criticize him for being a very cartoonish artist, but in my opinion, I think his art style is very beast, in my opinion. And I'm glad they got him to draw the rest of Spider-Island until the epilogue, which for some reason they got rid of him. I was very sad and pissed. But anyways, I'm glad they got him to draw the rest of Spider-Island. It really got me, because, through his art, he really got me back on the Amazing Spider-Man, train. And what else? The art style in this issue was pretty good too. Again, nice issue. It was a really good prologue. It's, just setting the stage for all the stuff that's gonna happen in Spider-Island. And because, when the stuff in Spider-Island goes down, it goes down. But anyway, Nana, I give Spider-Island Part 1 The Amazing Spider-Man issue 666 Shadow Projector 99 score of it's gonna be Indian Nation right here, and that's not my middle finger, but I give it a regular score of about I know it's gonna be pretty big here, but I actually give it a 10 out of 10. It's almost a perfect issue, as got through the points very nicely. The pacing was very good, and yeah, it's about to say. But anyways, I will see you guys in my Spider-Island story arc review. Part 2 of my Spider-Island story arc review. I'll see you guys then, and stay beautiful, stay pretty, and I'll catch you all later. Shadow Projector 99 out, baby.